Got a contract, fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Roll up this, you pullin', now you know. Yes, sir. We are here. We are live. We are back. It is Hoops and Brews here with Brother Scott. Brother Scott of the
What's up?
And Hallis, representative of the 40-40 Club, representative of the Chicago White Sox. How you doing today, Brother Scott?
Doing pretty good. Freeze my balls off, but it's good to be.
Yeah. I'm crying.
Question, Scott.
Yeah.
How are the Sox doing? Because I be seeing y'all tweets and like I don't know if they're good or like if they suck.
We're 9-9, but everybody in the league sucks right now. So we like second and then third in the American League. So it's like,
you know why everybody in the league sucks? Because it's still snowing in half the goddamn country. G.
Right. It's cold, bro. I said that. I was like, dog, like we got a lot of players who not from it. They're not used to the cold weather. They bats don't heat up till like July. Not even July, like late May, early June. Like,
the ground don't heat up until July in Chicago.
Yeah, the game got canceled there in Cleveland because there was snow on the ground. So it's like, you know, of course I wanted to come out, but I think my tweets is because the games we did lose, it's like mental mistakes. Yeah, mental mistakes, like bad defense. But besides that, we good.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to the Sox this year. I also been paying attention to the Dodgers as well as paying attention to the
Dodgers
Angels.
on a different level though. Dodgers is like they like the Warriors a couple years ago. Like
yeah. But honestly, now that they won, the monkey is off their back.
They finna kill.
I hope so, because now at least Kershaw don't ever have to hear like, bro, you never got it done.
Yeah,
like that's Kershaw kind of is like what CP3 is to me. Like, but like to me, I'm serious. What do you mean? That's a great compliment. Clayton Kershaw is one of the he's considered to be a great. I'm sorry. He's considered to be a great pitcher.
Yeah, Kershaw.
But he just he always get his shit rocked in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Kershaw was like if LeBron never got a ring. Like he's like in that as far as pitchers though, he could be like he's in a GOAT pitcher conversation.
CP3 in a GOAT point guard conversation.
Yeah, but
he passed Magic Johnson in assists.
Yeah,
like we gotta like. I'm finally giving CP3 credit in my world.
I am too. I'm giving CP3 credit, and I mess hard.
How does it feel to be on this side?
I don't like it, but you know, I get respect to him. I just still don't like his face. He got a smack in the face. But I gotta give him his props. He can hoop. But I'm hard in the world. I'm hard in the world.
Right, man.
You're hard in the world?
Hard in the world. No,
you're what?
First of all, Pat put in the group chat. Talking about he's gonna put Steph jersey in the cart. So what I'm doing is nothing worse than that was his mortal enemy. That's like me saying,
was your mortal enemy?
No, it wasn't. I just didn't like how he played. That's like me saying, I'm finna go copy.
I didn't like how Steph played.
No, not liking how they played and hating him are two different things. That's like me saying, I'm finna go get this LeBron jersey. Like that would be nasty.
Speaking of LeBron, AD is on his way back. Bron is it seems like they're just not rushing Bron. So how do y'all feel about Bron? Also, how's my volume? Is my volume low?
No, cool. With AD, man, I'm not worried about LeBron. It's an ankle injury. Not to say that's not a serious ankle injury because you can never high ankle sprains ain't nothing to play with. But at the same time, LeBron. I'm pretty sure if the playoffs started today, LeBron will be playing. I'm worried about AD, bro, especially the way he described that injury today. Like he thought he tore his Achilles, like, and he's always somebody who's fragile. Like he stay getting injured. Like it could be, and it's never like permanent injuries, but it's just like he misses a game or two. So I'm kind of worried.
LeBron and AD finna be Thelma and Louise. G, they finna ride off that motherfucking cliff together. I'm not joking.
But see,
because both of them are at that stage where these little knick-knack injuries is like. Keep happening to your legs, G.
This is the thing,
they finna ride off the cliff together.
This is the crazy thing about the NBA right now. Where I think, even though this NBA season has been mid, in my opinion, I think the playoffs are gonna be incredible because I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite. Everybody got an issue. Like we talking about the Lakers injuries, The Nets, I don't even know what to think about the Nets anymore. Like what, Pam? I think you said they're like
Idea, G.
an
They are
idea
a
now.
concept.
Right?
They are not a team. They're a concept.
They're not a team. Like basically, I didn't like the description of Harden's injury yesterday. It's like, well, we about to square one. We'll see. And, KD, he even step on the court, he get injured now. And, Kyrie, you never know. They better hope playoff game don't fall on Juneteenth. He don't sit out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
on Juneteenth.
You don't know what's going to happen with Kyrie, dog. Like,
Kyrie missing a game for Juneteenth
would
be legendary.
Game 7 of the damn conference finals.
Legendary.
Kyrie said, "Nah,
that man said, I know I'm celebrating my freedom." Like,
nah, King, I'm not playing, bro.
Nah,
Kyrie,
King,
what you mean, G?
Y'all gonna play for the man when our brothers and sisters out here getting shot?
What you
Basketball,
mean? I feel you, but what you mean?
Low key. Juneteenth is on a Saturday this year. That shit might happen.
And the playoffs are still going on.
Yes.
That's definitely gonna be at like the end of the first round.
That's gonna be semifinals at the earliest, bro. Like he might be like, oh, Kyrie Irving out for personal reasons. Personally, you gonna see him at a march, and they gonna be like, man, y'all lost game 1 because of a Giannis floater, and you out here with hoodies on, talking about how much is enough. I'm telling you, But
going back to the Lakers real quick. Even shout out Kahari reported for the Clippers. I guess he was on the call with him, and he said he expects only to play 15 minutes. Like he's on the 15 minutes restriction. AD. Like, bro, if you on a 15 minutes restriction, why you even come back? See, like you may as well
he easing his way back into
it. Right.
It
sound like what the Bulls did to Mike in 85, 86. Remember 4-minute increments in each quarter, and he when he said he was like, "Stan, fuck these guys." Like, I want to play. That's what AD gonna have to do, bro. Because there's no point.
But yes, I am more concerned about. I'm concerned about both of them.
I'm concerned about both of them. Right?
Both of them. Yeah. Like, I mean, AD, you reaching anytime anybody reaches at a lower extremity in general, especially a muscle. If it's a bone, obviously with bone breaks, usually, I mean, nobody wants to break a bone, but it's not like people usually are out here breaking bones and continuously breaking them. Even when they're really bad breaks, you break it, it heals, and usually you're fine unless you have some other freak accident. With muscles and tendons, like those things just don't regenerate. If you and then also even with Achilles, like we've seen people come back and quote unquote play, but have we? Like John Wall, he never really plays. Boogie, he's always injured. Even KD now, he's having a history of injuries. It seems like he's never really played after he tore his Achilles. So we'll see. But yes, I'm pretty concerned about the Lakers in general. And with Bron, like, Bron's a cyborg. Yes.
But Father Time was undefeated.
Yeah.
And then also, if you remember 3 years ago when he had, was it 2 or 3 years? It was 2 years ago when he had the groin injury. Remember he came back and then he aggravated it again. Remember he came back and he played like 2 weeks.
Nah, he just huffed. No. I
don't know if it was a mix of being aggravated and he was tired of playing with these bums.
No. What happened was he came back and realized there's no way we making the playoffs.
He was like,
y'all got it. He came back. He came back and realized we're not making the playoffs. He came back and saw one too many Josh Hart possessions and said, "I'm good, G."
I'm good. But see, look, they was like 7 seed when he left, though, G.
They could have, yes, TP. They could have kept Josh Hart, yes. But we got Anthony Davis. It's fine.
Yeah, but so like there's gonna be that.
And you on mute, TP?
Yeah, you on mute. But I would say I'm little
15 bit minutes.
Yeah,
I said you got him for 15 minutes.
Who?
Anthony Davis.
I got the championship out of it. G, it's fine.
Yeah,
they did.
I don't think chemistry is gonna be a problem for the Lakers. Like it's gonna be a problem for the Nets, but not to the point. Like I saw y'all podcast yesterday with Ashley and I forgot the other guy's name. Jason. And I was actually kind of like I was yelling at the TV, like yelling points because I wanted to say I wanted to get on just in general. And points. First of all, I love Knicks fans' enthusiasm. Can I just get to that very, very quickly?
G, thank you, bro.
I will say,
thank you, G. Thank you, G.
Thank you, G. We will lock them down. First of all, as a day one Tibbs guy, I want to tell you this. The Knicks remind me of a slightly offensive. I'm not even gonna say that. They remind me of the Bulls teams when D Rose was hurt. You know, they played great defense.
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I
games.
said, G. That's exactly what I said. I said he got great minutes. How to keep focus, G.
Yes, keep right, exactly. So it's like,
to be fair,
even
12-year pro. To be fair,
look, okay, but we not. That's a whole nother conversation. But see, she was like, "Oh, we'll shut down the Hawks. A great offense, I believe, beats a good defense every day of the week." Now, I'm not saying I would pick the Hawks. I don't know. I might pick the Hawks.
It's going 7. I don't know.
Like I was with you,
it's
man.
Going 7
because in the playoffs, it comes down to superstars. Who's going bucket for bucket with Trae Young? Ain't gonna be RJ. I'm sorry. I love Knicks. I love the enthusiasm. But they're not gonna be RJ. Randall's never been in a playoff series before. And I will say this about Tibbs. The first Tibbs year is so fun. It's the team love each other. It's great defensive camaraderie. But the Tibbs bill always comes due. And it might, if it's not this year, it's gonna be next year. And I'm telling you right now, the Knicks are first round exit. I hate this. I don't hate this. I'm a Bulls fan. But yeah, first round exit. I know Tibbs. I see the joy and the glee. We don't know if Randall's that guy come playoff time. I know.
Why are we saying it's like they had any chance at all?
Because Knicks fans,
they're gonna play the Celtics in the first round, and Jason Tatum gonna get their ass multiple 40 pieces.
If it's
not gonna happen, G.
If it's
they're
Celtics,
currently matched up against the Celtics, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, they go home.
Dream on, Knicks fans.
Yeah, they go home.
Dream on, G. You're going home.
I saw Knicks fans too. Why not us? I'm like, oh,
because not you.
I love that.
Not you. No, not you. No, not you, Knicks fans.
When you're a fan, you ignore the biggest problems in the team. And I say this as a Bears fan.
Oh,
this
okay.
is why.
Wait a minute. They actually are matched up right now with the Hawks, but the Hawks got home court advantage.
It's going. I'm telling you, it's going 7.
It's not going 7.
Listen,
if Trae Young can't beat the Knicks, I don't want to ever hear him compared to Luka Doncic again.
No, but listen, though. Also, are we ignoring the role Clint Capella has been on?
No, I'm with.
He been giving 20 and 20 like every damn night. It ain't like it's gonna be easy for them to score either.
Say Trae Young's never been in playoffs for. This is correct, but I trust somebody who can shoot more than I trust RJ Barrett. I'm just saying. Shout out to Anthony Edwards, the prophet. I don't care what the stats are telling you. I'm leaving him open. I just saying.
Anthony Edwards is a gem.
Anthony Edwards is the greatest thing that happened to basketball.
He literally walked in the press game and said, "Yeah, we wanted RJ to shoot." Yeah. Who says things like that?
I love him. I love Anthony
Edwards. Anthony Edwards, man.
And if you met anybody from the South, he just country, G. He just a country dude. That's what makes it more authentic. He's just a country dude, man. But Knicks fans, I love the enthusiasm, but let's pipe it down a few notches, okay? That's all I'm saying.
But do you think Julius Randle is an MVP contender?
Okay, this is the thing about MVP contenders. This is the thing. Outside of the top 3, those things don't matter. It really don't. Outside, so the top 3 to me are Jokic. Who's my man? Jokic. I know I'm missing somebody off the top of my head. Embiid. And this is gonna show my bias with Steph. I'm putting Steph in there just because the asinine run he's on. Randall, I'll probably put it 4, but after the top 3, it don't matter.
I'm not putting Randall at 4. No.
Who would you put it for?
First of all, I'm putting Kawhi 3, number 1.
Kawhi ain't even played.
Kawhi has played outside of recently.
Kawhi.
Outside of PG that missed about the same amount of games as Kawhi. Outside of probably actually more. Kawhi has recently been on this streak of his foot is whatever and he's not playing. But up until the past week or week and a half, Kawhi's been out there pretty much every single night. PG been the one who was missing 2-3 weeks at a time because he had the bone in them. So if I was doing it, it would be Jokic, Embiid, Kawhi. Then I'll probably go Dame, but even Dame to miss some time.
Dame to miss a lot of games, yeah.
Dame, I would go Dame. Then I'd maybe go Steph. Then I still honestly would have to go Giannis. Giannis is still putting up buckets. Then we can get to the Randall and everybody else.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not mad at that. Coach.
And then also CP3. CP3.
I don't know why CP3 is CP3. I don't know why he's not getting MVP love that he should be getting. You know what I'm saying?
Because his numbers are basura, and he's just leading. That's just all he's doing.
I mean, but look, he took.
Is he the best player on his team?
No, not. I mean, well,
yeah, I don't know about that, G. Yes.
Let's think. Offensively, no. Offensively, no. Total package, yeah.
Scoring, no.
Yeah, scoring, no. But like I said on Ball Don't Lie last week, I don't think Devin Booker is him. I really don't. He cool. He get up buckets. He cool. I think Zach LaVine better than Devin Booker. I don't. Nothing about Devin Booker strikes fear in me. If I'm a opposing team, Chris Paul is battle tested. You know what I'm saying? He can go out there and lead the team. Like this team was in a playing game last year. Not at number 2 in the West, and it ain't because of Devin Booker.
Yeah,
it's because of the Chris Paul effects. I don't know why he's not getting more love on the MVP cycle. For all y'all know, I can't. I respect this, man. I still can't stand Chris Paul. I hate all his commercials. I hate all them State Farm commercials because they employ everybody I can't stand. Chris Paul, Aaron Rodgers. Like, I just don't bang with State Farm in general.
Oh, and then also Rudy and Donovan had to be before Julius.
We do not support the views of Scott here at HNB Media. State Farm. Feel free. Drop some ads on it. Drop some ads on it, baby.
I don't want to
drop some ads on it.
Dollars.
That's hilarious.
Let me say, I don't have nothing with State Farm. I just don't like y'all representatives.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Yeah, but I'm not here for the Utah Jazz love.
Gee, what you mean, bro?
No, but go there.
Let's talk about the Jazz. Are the Jazz still a number 1 contender with the hobbled Donovan Mitchell?
I mean, he'll be all right. It's not that big of an injury, bro. He just tweaked his ankle, but
I mean, yeah, but he need to be 100% to me.
I mean, he'll be fine, G.
I wasn't giving him much with him healthy. Like, so it don't really change much for me.
And then, but also, I think everybody on the Jazz is replaceable outside of Rudy. Even the way they run their offense and their defense, they funnel everything to Rudy. Now, if Rudy goes down, they're fucked. Because who you gonna funnel stuff to? Favors or Ilyasova? That's not gonna work. They funnel everything to Rudy.
I didn't even know Ilyasova was on that team.
He on the team. Even like offensively, Rudy set like 10. I wish there was a screen counter for how many screens somebody sets a game. He has to set the most screens in the NBA. They get away with playing small guards and unathletic wings because they have Rudy behind them. So as long as Rudy is there, they will be okay. I think everybody else is somewhat interchangeable.
So how far do you think Utah can go?
Conference Finals. Conference Finals. The only team I think they can't beat is the Lakers. I think if the Lakers
beat the Clippers.
I do, yes, because I've seen the Clippers struggle one too many times with guards. Now, granted, Rondo being there. I was
about to say, Rondo to me changes my opinion on the Clippers.
Yes, but at the same time, Donovan, Conley, and Clarkson, you talking about 3-headed monsters that can realistically go off and get hot. I done seen Donovan create mixtapes on the Clippers for 2 years in a row, like actual mixtapes. And again, they struggle with athleticism. And then the Jazz are still a team that are both top 5 in both offense and defense. So it's not like they can't also defend.
I will say, I do think the Jazz will be a tough out, but I do kind of put the Jazz in the same category. Not in the same category. It's actually kind of disrespectful to the Jazz. So I won't say that. I just don't know who they could actually be. Because I was like, the thing about the Clippers to me that unlocks this whole year for them is what kind of Paul George we gonna get in the playoffs. If PG hooping like he been hooping in the regular season, they can win the championship. I think if he plays the way he's playing this season, I'm not worried about Kawhi in the slightest. Playoff Rondo is a real thing. I think Ty Lue is a really great coach. I love how they stole that game in Portland last night, and I would pick them. I'm not picking the Clippers in any big series this year, even though I think they can win. I'm just not putting my pick reputation on the line with them again like I did last year. And I had to come out here and apologize on my own show. I don't like doing that. So I'm not picking them to do anything, but I can see them doing it. But the West is going to be wild. I really don't know how the West is going to be like super crazy. Even in playing games. I don't know if y'all see it now. Adam Silver is getting that Luka versus Steph.
I hope we get Steph versus Luka. I am watching. I am tuning in. I am clearing out my whole entire day.
Those will be 3
and
great
I'm going to root for Steph with vigor and passion.
It's disgusting.
Let's go. Wardale.
Disgusting. And watch, they gonna lose because you on this side now.
But no, seriously, like as far as like, I mean, obviously, if Donovan isn't there, then no. But I think Donovan will be back. The reason Donovan is not there, even though I think everybody's somewhat interchangeable, it's still like Jordan Clarkson has one of the most reckless shot selections and irrational confidence I've ever seen in my life. And he's solid, but he's not Donovan Mitchell.
Shout out to LA club legend Jordan Clarkson. I've never seen somebody leave a jet and be in Playhouse within an hour of the final buzzer, like I did 3 years ago on my 30th birthday. I have never seen anything like that in my entire life. I was like, bruh, I just got the update leg in it. How you in here? I seen a 6'3", 6'4" dude, whatever height he is, in a Supreme jacket. And I was like, oh, it's Jordan Clarkson.
Didn't they play the Kings that night?
No, they played Utah. I don't know how that jet got there that quick, but he was in Playhouse. And I was like, okay. So shout out to Jordan Clarkson. The High Tribe was a hilarious name.
The High Tribe. TP, you on mute, bro.
Let's talk about him. Steph Curry, his run has been insane. Scott, I mean, obviously you and I have been on this side of the fence for forever.
Day one.
Yeah, center yourself a little bit, Scott. But you've been a day one Wardell, Steph and Curry fan, as have I. We got a new Benedict Arnold over here.
Yeah, we got a new.
You hate on LeBron now.
I don't hate on LeBron.
You hate on LeBron now.
He don't hate on LeBron.
You definitely went full heel.
But you definitely kind of went heel on
you
LeBron.
went full. You went full heel.
How?
Yeah,
when?
You went full Hogan and NWO.
I feel when he came to the Lakers, you kind of changed your tune on LeBron.
He stopped rocking with LeBron.
You don't dislike LeBron.
He stopped rocking with LeBron.
You're still LeBron, but you're still a LeBron fan. But it's kind of like your man do something embarrassing, and you like that's my man's, but you ain't out in public with like that's my man's right there. Like, yeah, he
that's
the homie.
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
Steph Curry fan now.
Yeah, now you like Steph, my guy. You see him yesterday, like out here real nasty.
No. Like I've said for years,
they switch sides on the team.
Yeah. No. Like I've said for years, his game depend on this and that. It really don't. It doesn't.
It never did.
But listen,
it never did.
But look. Listen. I also appreciate watching his game now more. Because now I think also his IQ is at a different place. Even when I see him even take certain shots, for instance, right, the game against Philly, right? I think Doc's plan was like, okay, we don't believe Steph's offense is good enough to beat us, so we're gonna just shut everybody else down, which is the reason why, even though those screen and rolls, they were having to be play drop coverage, because usually you wouldn't do that. You would just fucking trap him and make him pass the ball. But they was like, no, we would rather just we would rather allow him
Steph Curry score almost 50.
Because listen, you think that I have Embiid, I have Steph, I can score on those guys. What happened was Steph was getting off and they couldn't score on them. Thus you lose a game.
Yeah, but Steph was abusing Embiid, bro.
But listen. A lot of that was because of the scheme. He was abusing him, but it was because they were literally kept playing drop coverage. I'm screaming, trap him. What are you doing? He's going to shoot that. He's on fire. Then you finally try to trap him, but the man on fire now. The goal looked like the ocean now. But again, I think Steph takes what the defense gives him now, even more so than he ever has. And he's just playing at just a completely different level. Like he's playing a whole different game than what everybody else is playing. To me now, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of reminds me. Now, I'm not going to say the name of what I call Kobe's streak because this is not Summer Sessions, but it kind of reminds me of that little run Kobe had in 06 where he was just like going off at a disrespectful clip. Kev laughing because he like know what name I'm saying.
He was playing for his life.
Literally, like the Chappelle skit. The Chappelle skit.
But it kind of reminds me of that little run. Like he's just like in
no disrespect, right, but like they was after my man's.
Okay, I'm not gonna comment any further.
I'm just saying, it's no disrespect.
It could have got real. It could have got real.
It got very real.
If we was on Patreon,
R.I.P. Bean, R.I.P. Bean,
and we was on Summer Sessions OT, I would just let it rip. But y'all got sponsors, so I'm gonna keep it clean. But it kind of remind me of that run. But I would say this about Steph. Him and LeBron both had this thing in common where the older they get, their basketball mind gets better. Like I compare LeBron to like Peyton Manning, as in Peyton Manning is a football savant. I think LeBron's a basketball savant. And I think Steph is getting to that level. I'm not going to say this is the best Steph I've ever seen because what Steph was doing in 2016 was OC. But I feel like his shots are a little smarter now. He plays a little smarter. And it's to the point where I feel like you just call Steph the greatest shooter of all time. It's disrespectful.
He does way more than just shoot. Steph is one of the best scorers of all
Yes,
time. That's
exactly.
that's what this year has
Oh,
shown.
how long have I been telling you this?
But no.
How long have I been telling you this?
He ain't never doing it. He wasn't never doing stuff like this. He be scoring at the rim. He be in the mid range. Everything like this. It's a completely different vibe that I'm getting from Steph this year. And also, he plays every night. Yeah. That's the thing. Like in this league where so many people are missing so many games. The only time he sat down was for a bruised tailbone, in which he fell wild hard out of bounds. He plays every single night, injury. And you have to respect somebody who goes out there and plays every single night.
But and this is why
a season like this.
And this is another reason why I remind me of 06 Kobe, because every point matters. That's how bad this Warriors team is.
Facts.
He needed all 50 points for him to win by like 5.
He be dropping 47 and they be losing, bro. And it don't be his fault. Bro. I'm like, it's not even your fault right now that y'all lose this basketball game.
In a 7-game series.
So you disrespected this man for all this time for no reason.
But
I'm glad to hear that.
In a 7-game series, they would get washed by teams. But like in a short 3-game play-in, I don't want to see them.
I don't want to play them.
I don't want to see playoff Draymond. Draymond hit a 3 and he started yelling like he ain't never missed a 3 in his life. Like he ain't never committed a foul in his life. And Steph just start hitting 3s. And see, Steph is shimmying after layups now. And that's a problem.
Exactly. It's a little bit different.
He knows what time. I wouldn't see, especially not Dallas. Dallas is very smelly. When we take away the fact that Luka's killing Dallas is a smelly roster. And that's gonna be Luka versus Steph, literally. I'm putting my money on the guy with 2 championships. As much as I love Luka, and I'm a Luka guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like him and Zion gonna be the next dudes. But Steph, I wouldn't want to see them in a play-in. I wouldn't want to see them at all.
I agree. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, I once we got to the 3-point contest this year, I was like, all right, G, you got it, bro. Yeah. you know what, G? I can't even say
this
nothing
thing,
else, bro.
I don't like with my LeBron thing. I don't hate this one thing. Well, people don't understand, especially my cousin Dan, who I go back and forth with about. It's not that I more hate his fans when I hate him. Everything I said about LeBron. I've never said nothing bad about LeBron on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I've said about him has just been how I feel about him off the court. But on the court with actual people I've seen with my own 2 eyes. Yeah. I don't count Kareem because I've never seen Kareem actually play not looking on YouTube. But actual people I've seen with my eyes, LeBron's the second best player I've ever seen. I just don't like the dude. And that just is what it. I don't have to like him. I can respect him, just don't like him. Mm-hmm. And so why it's nasty, Pav will be like just going in on the way Steph played the game. I ain't said nothing about LeBron game since he let Jason Terry do the jet dance in 2011 in the finals. So that's just my thing with it. And I'm gonna always be that way with LeBron, unless he wants to give me a check.
That's hilarious.
I'm like Jordan.
Also, I do want to mention one last thing with the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors defense gets enough credit. When the Warriors when they really, really lock in defensively, they're actually a good team. Like obviously Steph is only the real super offensive threat they have, but I also think this team is more so like, we know if we just play, top 10 defense, and if we can keep the game to about 6 points in the fourth quarter, we got a bad man over there. We're gonna have a chance.
And I just want to say to people talking about, for everybody's like, well, Steph's doing that. Now you see what's like with LeBron with a bad team. First of all, let's cut the crap. LeBron with this Warriors roster is going to be doing what Steph is doing too. They're not going to be a 4th seed in this West, okay? Like, let's stop it. Wait, and that's not, I think the 07 Cavs is probably the worst team to ever make the finals ever, but that was a lukewarm East. And I'm not trying to bring down his accomplishments, but in this wild, wild West, I even think the Warriors is probably like, the 5th seed there was in the East?
I said this when literally TP was like, which roster is worse, Knicks or War? I'm like, I don't know, about the same. One of them just playing the West, bro. One of them just playing the West, bro. About the same. If you put Andrew Wiggins on the Knicks right now, G, he's the second best player. Arguably the best.
Instantly.
Arguably the best.
If we talking about talent-wise, he might be the most talented.
That's
what makes me mad about Wiggins, because the talent is there. And actually, I think Wiggins has had a fine year.
He's had, good year.
I'm gonna explain about it, but I'm with you. Yeah, if you put him on the Knicks, he's instantly a second player. And so, like, if you put the Warriors in the East, they're 5th seed.
Is he really better than RJ Barrett?
Yes.
Right now, yes.
Yes, for sure.
In 2 years, probably not. Right now,
he's better than D Rose.
Yes.
My Chicagoans
I
won't
don't
allow
think
me
he
to say
is.
that.
He's not better than D Rose.
He's better than D Rose, but it's fine.
If Steph had D Rose on his team, that would help him
That
so
is
much.
a god awful backcourt.
No,
No, I didn't say they got to
Steph and
start.
D-Rose?
I don't say they got to start together.
Who
Steph
guards?
He
and
could
D-Rose?
use him. G. Who was the dude that they got off the bench that be playing with Steph?
First
the
of all,
rookie G.
What, Nico Mannion?
Yeah, G. Come on, G. Steph.
First-
Derrick Rose and Nico Mannion.
I mean, Steph be good on bench. You're not starting both of them at the same time, bro. Like,
I didn't say start both of them,
okay.
but D Rose is coming off the bench in Detroit.
Who's starting for the Knicks? Who's the starting point guard?
Isn't it D Rose?
Nah, D-Rose
it
starting
Alfred
off the bench.
Payton? Or is it
Alfred Payton is starting. I don't know. I got to talk to some Knicks fans. I don't know.
I'm
You
gonna give
can't-
you. I've probably watched like 3 Knicks games all season. I
I
don't like. I
don't like watching defense.
Nah, I just don't cut the TV on and watch the Knicks. I just don't really. That's not what I want to do.
I've seen in my time as a Chicago sports fan, I'm tired of watching defense. I want to see people score. I know what hard deal. I see it all the time. And so that's why the Knicks just ain't aesthetically pleasing to me. Like, I want to see. I don't care if the Nets give up 115 points tonight. They gonna put up 140. It's all that matter to me. And Pat, you had a good point the other day on a podcast. Like, I think Ashley said that it's never been done before. While I do agree with her, we've never seen an offensively gifted team like this next thing. Yes, they do run ISO a lot.
Alfred Payton is starting according
Alfred
to
Payton is starting. Okay. Yes, they don't really put together
That's
any
hilarious.
intricate
Terrible analysis.
plays.
Starting.
Steve Nash is just on the bench, curating vibes. He's not coaching that team at all. But
that's what we're gonna name this, by the way. Steve Nash. Steve Nash curating the vibe.
You ain't seen him call anger. You ain't seen him have any emotion while calling a timeout. He probably be on his Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Come to the huddle. So, what you guys see out there?
What's that elite dating service for rich people? He probably be on the, he probably be on the league. Like, so what, y'all trying to hit 40-40 after this? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. He not doing none to coach team, but I do think there's any team that can, I won't say turn it on, but the first series for the Nets is gonna be a get right series. They're gonna end up playing us or whoever beat us.
According to TP, the Bulls winning.
Okay, can
Bulls,
I say this? First of all, can I say this? Can I say about
Bulls
the Bulls
versus Nets. Give me the Bulls.
About the Bulls, I'm gonna give Fav his credit. This guy was 100% right. Now, despite the fact he's right, he's still gonna lose this bet, in which all that matters to me. He's gonna lose. I'm going to.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, the bet was that we would finish with a better record than last year, which you've already done, and we have a high winning percentage.
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah, exactly.
The winning percentage is not easy.
That's Cavassier.
Okay,
especially with Levine being out for 2 weeks.
We 2-0 without Levine.
Okay, that's fair.
Shut the hell up. Vuce Shiesty then stepped up in his absence and been dominant. So let's just say, I don't care what happens. You make the play-in game, we get washed by the Celtics, or the Heat is right now who we'll play because we got the tiebreaker of Washington. If we place the Heat and Jimmy goes on a revenge tour on us, that's fine. If we miss, off top 4 pick is protected. I'm cool with that. All I know is I got my bottle from Pav. But Pav is right. This roster is terrible. Like, it's so good, bad, bro. They might play the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. Like, you'll score, it'd be one energetic Zach 3 layup in 1.5 seconds. Like, it's Kobe White. If he's not scoring, he is a useless basketball player. Send Larry Market into whatever league Stephon Marbury has got in. Send him there. I want him off this roster. And yes, Jim Boylan was not a good coach, but I will admit he did not have a lot to work with.
I'm saying that was my whole point.
Give that to
my whole point, bro.
On the Pav says takes that at the moment sound asinine. Within like maybe a year
he
later,
didn't have a lot to work with, but calling the timeout with 20 seconds left, G.
I feel you, but Billy Donovan be coaching his ass off, G, and he don't be having no answers, G. None. He be having a little he be making every play in the book, and Kobe out here getting ripped up, G. It don't matter. And
Billy Donovan will call a whole play. Zach just go ISO and miss.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
What you on, bro?
Zach is not sinless, okay?
He's not a number 1 option. I said this yesterday when I was having lunch.
I won't say all that. I think it's way
he's not a number
early.
1. He's number 2. I think Vucci's the number 1.
No,
he gotta be.
No, I think Zach can be Zach just gotta have a little bit more fourth quarter IQ.
And Zach has to rein it in and also turn it up defensively.
Yes, turn up defensively, rein it in. He'd be out there like I'll be like Patrick Ewing. Did you practice that shot? What made you shoot that shot? Like, what are you doing here?
This man, it'll be a pivotal moment. They down 1. All they need is a 2. This man, bing, step back 30-footer. It might go in because he cold. But bro, what you doing, G? I know Billy Donovan did not tell you to do that.
No, he did not.
There's no way he told you to do that.
And then also, this is how you know Wendell Carter Jr. was up. Like, I really feel like the first week with Vu, they was like, oh, snap, we got somebody who can shoot in the post. They didn't even know how to get him the ball.
I will say this, Wendell been balling in Orlando.
Let me give him I'm not letting that slide. Nope. I saw some Laker fan on Twitter try to tell me about these bums that I watch in and out every night. Wendell had nights like that when half the roster was injured. And remember, we think, oh, I don't know, what can he do? Remember, I had a blasphemous take on this podcast like a year ago. I think I said, oh, I think he could probably be Bam. I don't know what I thought. That's how deceiving some of the Wendell performances are. So I've seen what he's doing in Orlando before that I thought this man could really be Bam Adebayo. I don't know what I was smoking, but that's the kind of deception we see. Somebody said, oh, well, they're 6-12 since putting Kobe on the bench. Have you seen Kobe White play basketball? He could be on the bench, off the bench. It's the same thing. He ain't good. And I understand he come to the game with all those powerful shirts on. Protect people. Protect the rim. How about that? Protect the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. Be fed up.
The 3-point line.
Sorry, that made me rant. I just want to thank God for the White Sox, so I ain't gotta watch the Bulls every night. Be pissing me off. But yeah, Pat was right. That's the moral of my rant.
Not upset at that.
I'm telling you, I saw the Bulls play 5 times in person, and Shaquille Harrison started 3 of them. I'm like, what you want that man to do?
Me and Pat went to this Bulls game. I think it was like D Wade's last year, and the intro music they didn't feel the same, bro. Like the loudest applause of the night wasn't even on the court. It's when Khalil Mack got presented a Bulls jersey on the sideline. That was the loudest applause of the night.
That and when D Wade checked in.
Yeah, when D Wade checked in, and this is how bad. Remember D Wade was doing a jersey swap. That whole season. He swapped the ball with Benny the Bull. He swapped the jersey with Benny the Bull.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, didn't somebody on the Bulls ask him to swap jersey? He was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Kobe?
I don't know if I don't even think was Kobe there yet.
It was.
I don't know who it was. No, I forgot I forgot who it was. It wasn't Zach. It was somebody, and he was like, "Nah." He gave it to Benny the Bull. He had 2 jerseys. G. He gave one to Benny the Bull, and he gave one to Khalil Mack. G. He didn't get nobody on the Bulls roster a jersey. G. And tell you everything you need to know about them Bulls. But I do feel very hopeful about the Bulls' future. I do think this offseason is going to be a good one. I think we know what trash to take out. And I think that we're going to – they just need a point guard and people who can play defense. I don't know which one we need more, point guard or defender. It's terrible.
All of it.
They need all of it. But one thing I think this trade deadline did prove is that Torres knows that if there's a hole, I'm going to take care of it. If that's anything I would take from him. So I'm happy about the future. But these last 15 games? Let's get these things over with, dog.
For real, I'm super ready for it to for this last little run to be over with. So I don't know why, but Pavi put this on the show run. Let's talk about it. Do the Timberwolves have a future big 3?
Okay, so
hey man,
this is what I will say. No, this is what I'll say.
Who? D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, and Cat.
Hey man,
they finna trade 2 of them.
No, they not.
Look. I will say this, Pav. Do I think they have a future big 3? No. I do think they have a future star. I think Anthony Edwards is going to be a star.
Baby Jordan.
Okay, let's relax.
Seriously, he's going to be a mid version of Michael Jordan. He's going to be a mid version of Michael Jordan.
Bro, a mid version of Michael Jordan is
amazing. Fucking amazing.
Okay, this is going to sound.
He's going to be a mid version of Michael Jordan.
This is going to sound very
because you're right.
Pav, know where I'm going to go.
Because you're right.
This is gonna sound disrespectful, but it's not. This is just how great Michael was. Mid Michael Jordan is Kobe Bryant, but that's what it is. So it's not. That's definitely not Anthony Edwards. So we just need to stop bringing Mike.
He's a mid Michael Jordan. He's a mid Michael Jordan.
Saying Remember, Anthony Edwards is a mid Michael Jordan is like saying Snowfall's on the same level of The Wire. Don't do it. We just be not doing that.
It depends on what kind of television you like watching.
Okay, that's a fair answer.
I'm dead ass. It depends on what kind of television you like
wrong,
watching. If you like
but it's a fair
watching
answer.
more soap opera shit, then you gonna watch Snowfall. If you like more methodical melodrama that's written in the Aaron Sorkin style, then you gonna like The Wire.
Okay, but even then, like even those different styles you bring up, I love Power. I know the writing is terrible, and it's a soap opera, but I ain't comparing it to shows that are actually good. It just entertains me. I love.
But that's you though. Some people think it's the greatest shit of all time.
Okay, that's a fair point. I can't argue that. But
that's all I'm saying. Like that's all I'm saying. Some people think it's the greatest shit of all time.
But to answer Pav's question, I think Cat and D-Lo are going to be on the trade block this year. So
No,
I don't think they have a future big three.
No, the only thing with the T-Wolves is like they have to establish seniority. Because obviously, like I even said before, which is why, I mean, obviously you don't wish injury on anybody, but for Anthony Edwards' sake, I'm happy that D'Lo missed some time because you look at that roster and you say, okay, you already maxed out 2 people, and they're young stars. It's not like D'Lo is like 31 years old. Like D'Lo was an all-star 2 years ago, right. So we still thinking like, yeah, I'm finna get my work in. Like if I get traded to Minnesota, I'm thinking, okay, me and Cat, we finna rock out. Then we end up. You know what I'm saying? Leaving. Well, no, then we end up getting hurt. We get the number 1 pick randomly, and we get Anthony Edwards just dropped in. Usually, if you're the number 1 pick, you aren't going somewhere that has established stars already. You're going somewhere that either it's a whole new situation or they have nothing.
I mean, stars.
You usually know
stars because they're all stars, but like
they're
I mean,
Cat's a star. D-Lo's a star.
Yeah, Cat's a star.
These are
stars. They're stars.
The stars, but obviously they're not superstars.
They're not superstars.
But they're you know they're stars. But
that's a superstar is a whole different conversation. There's some people out there who don't think Kyrie is a superstar. So
he's not. I don't think he's a superstar. He's a star.
I think superstar. This is why the reason I have Kyrie as a superstar is because he has a freaking movie. Number 1 and number 2. I think I see his shoes more than anybody. You know, Kyrie, stay with commercial, Uncle Drew. To me, a superstar is your off-court value and your on-court value. I think on the court, Kyrie gets disrespected a lot. Now, granted, a lot of that is Kyrie's fault.
It's Kyrie's fault.
A lot of that is Kyrie's fault. Like, Kyrie is the epitome of, I'm not going to let my job bring down my vibes, which I respect. But a lot of people come off the wrong way.
He got that job.
Yeah, there's some people who forget. You ask people, LeBron block happened and they won a championship. Nothing happened after LeBron block. There's a lot of people who think that. ESPN thought that. That was showing the Game 7 one time. They literally did not show Kyrie's shot. Literally. So I get that why some people wouldn't put him as a superstar. But Anthony Edwards has superstar quality. Like he has the charisma, the personality. He go out there, he dunking on dudes. He probably got him in some man in Charlotte.
Miles
Bridges, they got some of my favorite dunks.
They got bodies this year.
They got bodies. And you know, I just feel like, and he out there like getting buckets, though. Like he, to me, is the guy. But even with Minnesota, is weird because that's like the bottomless pit of the NBA. Like there ain't nobody been rebuilt longer than them.
The Kings.
The Kings. They made the playoffs one time.
The only thing I would say about the Kings is like the Kings have just. I feel like the Kings haven't had talent. The T-Wolves didn't had talent. Yeah. They just, I don't know what goes on. Like but I'm happy, which is why I think they have a future big three. Like obviously, I think Anthony Edwards is like a future 25, 26, 27, 28 point per night type of guy. Cat is probably more so along the lines. Good Cat, I think, would be 24 and 12 and a better defender. D-Lo, to me, you try to shoot 40% and average 18. I think Anthony Edwards can be a 40% 3-point shooter one day, and then they have to fix their power forward spot because they have literally basically nothing they have Jacob McDaniel, who's been decent. I think he's like a filler or like a placeholder for what you want to do. And then also they probably need a better 2 guard. And also I want them to give the ball to Anthony Edwards more, and I want them to let him run the offense more. I think that I think you can use him in kind of a Harden type way.
Okay, I'm not mad at you. They are, at least this year, a sneak on team. Like I think yesterday, someone like, well, the Bulls lost to the Timberwolves. Like
they're not that bad.
The Timberwolves can beat a couple guys. Like they'll sneak up on you. We just had the unfortunate timing of having all of them play at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
And D'Lo out here taking Kobe to the shredder.
You really do not like
I
Kobe
can't
White.
stand Kobe White. I really can't. Like he's like Larry marketing so bad that I don't even act like he on the roster anymore. So I just focus all my attention on Kobe White.
I wish we had the Larry marketing footage from 2 years ago when y'all talking to me about Brandon Ingram.
Hey man, look, I said what I said. At the time, it sounded like an esteemed take. Right now, I sound terrible with it. But see, Brandon Ingram, this thing about BI. BI put numbers, but I don't be impressed. And I think it's not even because of the
Kuzma. Give me Kuzma still. Give me Kuzma. Kuzma's a champion. BI can't. BI's not a champion.
Okay,
Give
I'm
me
not
Kuzma.
Look, okay, first of all,
Give me Kuzma.
Kuzma, I would say this about Kuz. At least Kuz found his role. With that being said, give me Brandon Ingram every day of the week.
Give me Kuz.
Brandon Ingram look like he just be up there like, I just want to go home. Like Brandon Ingram just want to go home, smoke weed,
sure he do be just
and play PS5 all night. Like I feel like he don't be caring about basketball. Like Zion be out there 1-on-5 sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
The
You
Lion.
got, by the way, you got to kill that nickname, bro. That nickname is not.
It's never going anywhere. I don't care. It don't have to. That's my nickname. I don't like calling people other people's nicknames. It's my nickname. Zion the Lion. It's never going anywhere. Zion the Lion world. We in the
y'all
building.
like Zion's plumber shoes.
Zion's shoes cool.
Big man shoes never look good to me.
Yeah, but see, Zion's in a position where he's not really a big man. He's only 6'6".
Yeah, but he's a big man. That's a big dude.
No, he just big, but he ain't that
like
tall.
Zion walk like his feet hurt. Zion walk like he got like orthotics, bro. Like he look like he be in pain every time.
Shit,
and he like 20.
Yes.
He can't even drink alcohol yet, bro.
I do like Zion shoes.
I do too. I thought it was cool. It's got the Z in it. As long as he keep the Z, he'll be all right.
I wish it had like a different. I wish they would do some other colorways, but I do like his shoe.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah,
It's probably the best Jordan that's not a Jordan outside of I think the Why Not 2.0s are good. And that's like those and then the first Melos that came out. Melo had like 3 solid ass shoes to start off.
I would say this, speaking of Zion,
these Why Nots are fire.
Knicks fans, y'all thirsty, bro. Y'all are thirsty.
Super thirsty.
First of all, if he was like in the 80 category, I would say, okay, get excited.
Who?
Zion with them New York comments. When Zion's a free agent, we'll be on Falcon Winter Soldier season 6. Okay, so y'all need to like chill. He's not gonna be a free agent anytime soon, bro. This when he's.
What do you think about it? What do you think about them comments though? I love how everybody always teases the
right.
Knicks. Like
I love them. Everybody
and then at the same time, Knicks fans be happy, and I just be like,
"You do good though."
Well, see what you got to understand about the Knicks. It's not about the Knicks. It's about Madison Square Garden, bro. People love playing in the Garden. Every top tier basketball player loves it. Michael Jordan says his favorite place to play. LeBron, his face lights up every time he goes to the Garden. And just something about the Garden that you like busting the Knicks ass.
West said he go to the Garden and play one on nobody. So
yeah,
I mean, everybody gets excited. That man really said.
So I guarantee you, if they put a contract playing like
performance athlete.
Do you want to play in the Knicks? No.
I mean, why not now? Why not now? If I'm Zion, I don't want to go play for Tibbs though. Hell no.
I mean, but by the time,
no, G. My knees, I'm not gonna make it to the 10th year, G.
By the time
Tibbs gonna be having Zion playing 40 minutes a game, G.
But look, by the time Zion's even able to demand a trade, Tibbs gonna be working for NBA TV again. So it don't even matter.
Shout out to the bro, SKR, there you have 86.
He gonna be
shout out to you for the donation,
TV
bro. We appreciate that.
I'm on the damn floor.
Shout out to you for the donation.
You know there's a 3-season max.
I'm on the damn floor, dog. See, he could work for NBA TV.
Before you know it,
that's not a 3-season max. He get like 4. He get 4, G. D Rose got hurt, G. D Rose got hurt, bro. We gotta remember that, G.
Who was the reason?
He wasn't his.
Lou Dang was on his deathbed. He asked him, "Can you give me 20 minutes?" What are we talking about? This is a killer here, and we just don't know it. He is a killer, dog. Joe Kim Noah was defensive player of the year. He knew that Joe Kim needed surgery on his knee, and then he got busted by Nene for 6 games. And then after,
yeah, plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, plantar fasciitis. He knew he needed surgery, and then he got banged on by Nene the whole series. And I was like, "What's going on?" And he wasn't doing this in the regular season. And Tibbs come out, "Yeah, we know he needed surgery, but he's a gamer. He wanted to play." Huh? You already killed 2 of them, and Joakim Noah was never the same after that.
Luol Deng wasn't either.
Luol Deng almost died, bro. He literally, this is not a joke. He literally, a spinal tap, and he asked him, could you give me 20 minutes in a playoff game? I'm just telling you, bro. I like Tibbs as a person, but I'm telling you, that water is going to run dry. And the Knicks fans going to be like, oh, we need to get, what's the president, Hollywood, what's West's name? What's this dude?
Worldwide West.
Worldwide, we need to get him out of here. This is Isaiah Thomas days again.
That's funny as hell. Hey, look, I made the I made the cover for this episode. Y'all want to see it?
Yeah,
put it up.
Hold on 1 second. Let me take this down.
The Nets are a concept.
For real though, man. They're a concept.
Okay, here's a question. Let's just say the Nets do win the championship, right? What do you think the reception is going to be like in New York?
Like if the Sox won.
Okay, this is
this
why
is
why I feel like this is disrespectful. The Sox actually have a fan base. You've never met actual Nets fans.
No, you have. They're just in like Jersey.
Okay,
they're in Jersey and they're transplants.
Obviously, the White Sox are the little brother, and if we talk about Chicago hierarchy, the White Sox probably 4th out of the major teams for sure. But I still think we have a dedicated fan base. I don't think that teams like the Nets and Clippers have that. You know what I'm saying? I think the Nets probably got more than the Clippers do.
The Clippers got a dedicated fan base. It's just of like a few thousand.
Clippers, and also
just like a hardcore,
like
100,000.
Like the White Sox championship
the
parade.
Sox got millions of fans,
right?
Though.
The White Sox championship parade in 2005 still did like 2.5 million people.
It's gonna be like millions of people at the parade in New York. That's gonna be if the Nets win, that's gonna be a very, very Manhattan celebration. The club's gonna be lit. That it's like gonna be no real New Yorkers. It's gonna be no real New Yorkers.
You seen Harden turn up now.
Dumbo House going to the moon.
Yeah.
The moon.
Dumbo House Harden.
The moon, bro. Avenue going up. We got the Vacky in the streets too. It's gonna be the summertime.
Kyrie's float gonna look like the Wakanda set.
They might bring.
I have all my
back.
queens with me. Oh, crying.
Yeah, Kyrie's trying to make. There's two brand brand rebrands that I don't think anybody's paying attention to in the NBA right now. One, Chris Paul trying to make us forget that he didn't go to a HBCU. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to that. Boy, you went to Wake Forest. Stop it. And number 2, Kyrie trying to act like we forgot about that boat 4 years ago. Okay.
He grew, G. He grew.
Okay.
Malcolm X even had a couple white women before, G.
Okay, yeah. He
Detroit Red definitely had some white women.
I feel you, but Kyrie got him a little Zach LaVine running around. I thought we forgot about that. I ain't forget. I ain't forgot about that. We remember that.
Oh my God!
And the 2 week rebrands we got going on in the NBA right now. Kyrie not low.
Oh my God!
That's why he over here talking about don't call me an N-word. I'm like, all right.
Oh my God!
Y'all see Schroeder face? Schroeder face was everybody listening to Kyrie. Like, huh?
Nah.
And that's Kyrie wasn't woke till he saw that 19th point get dropped on him in the first half. He's oh no, I can't have this.
You gotta admit though, G, saying that in like a German accent probably does sound wild, G. It probably just does sound wild, hateful, bro. Like this is not sound like an American. G. It probably does sound wild, hateful. G. Wild, hateful sounds just like oppression. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it sounds like oppression.
Schroeder would sound like a Game of Thrones cast member. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. He was probably caught off guard. It was like Kyrie breath was stinking. Like, he said, boy. Yeah, so them are the 2 rebrands, man. Chris Paul out here acting like he went to Hillman College. Boy, sit down. Sit down, man.
I'm crying it out. I'm on the floor. Anyways, let's go ahead and I want to talk about this MVP talk. Is there too much discussion around MVP? Isn't Nikola Jokic the favorite? Question mark.
I mean, it's Jokic just to lose. Like, if we look at MB, who I feel like is number 2, MB lost too much time. Like, he was on the bench too long for me to give him the MVP. Dame was in the conversation for a little bit. Then he got hurt. And the Blazers are the biggest what if. Not even the Blazers are the engine that could.
They're
Like,
not. They're
really not. They can't, G.
But
They
this
can't
one-
defend nobody.
No. That's what I mean. People give them too much because Dame is good. When they really just an okay team. They always have been an okay team. Like, that's really what they are. So I wouldn't put Dame in there. Like, I feel like LeBron had the floor open. Then the old man crept on him. LeBron saw that 5th MVP and then oh yeah, I'm finna get Jordan now. You know what I'm saying? Then he was tempting the basketball gods, and that's what happened. But I would say it's Jokic to lose. I really don't even know of an actual legit threat to him. You know what I'm saying? And just remember, the Nuggets were like 10th seed at the All-Star break, and they didn't crept all what they're 4th now.
Yeah, they getting close to it.
Yeah, I think they're under the Clippers now. So I'll give it to Jokic. By the way, there was another player who I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand watching them hoop. What?
Why you didn't rock with Jokic?
Well, this thing, it's not that I didn't like watching him. I just didn't understand it. Like, how is a dude like him killing everybody like
I
this?
didn't understand.
And then I understood, like, it's the art.
You thought
to
it was a
bro.
fluke?
It wasn't even a fluke. I just ain't never. He looked like he hooped at the YMCA. Like, it's just you never like he just go out there. He come out there, do his job. He don't talk crap. You know what I'm saying? He be pulling up, and then it's like, yo, he do everything. So I was just like, this dude cold, man. So I think it's his, man, to take. You know what I'm saying? But NBA, by the way, NBA got to go back to presenting the MVP before the conference finals, man. By the time nobody care anymore when they announce it.
And also, it was like a thing, like you get the MVP award.
Yeah, you get the MVP award.
You kind of like have to like win now.
And then sometimes
like you can't get smoked up in that round.
Yeah, when D Rose got cooked by Jeff Teague, I knew he wasn't gonna win the East after that. I didn't tell nobody, but that's when I knew. Okay, this is not gonna go the way I thought it would.
When Dirk accepted his via satellite.
when Hakeem got disrespected, he gave David Robinson drugs. Like, we missed those moments, dog.
I agree.
You got him at a award show with TikTokers, dog. Like, stop it.
But no, I don't think there's too much discussion around it. Especially this year. I mean, it's one of the things that's keeping us interested in the season, because so many of the storylines that we wanted to see before just unfortunately haven't been able to come to fruition. So no, I don't think it's too much discussion around it. Yes, I do think Jokic is the favorite. Yes, he's having a great season, but also it's kind of by default. Like, everybody else just like didn't last long enough. Even though I don't want to take anything away from the season now, because he's having.
But if LeBron and Embiid didn't get hurt,
then he would probably be 3rd, 4th in what we're talking about right now. Yeah. Also Harden, if Harden didn't get hurt. Also KD, if KD fucking plays the whole year. If KD plays in general, it might look different. So
KD done been on more podcasts than he's been on the court this year.
Facts. And also, I want to talk about KD, because something that KD said in the most recent podcast, he said I kind of had an issue with.
It's a good podcast.
Good podcast. But one thing he said I had an issue with. He said that if you watch my game, I'll still play the same way I played from when I was a kid. Have an issue with that, because your body ain't the same no more, bro. Like, even on the play when you got hurt, G, why are you playing that far away from the rim, bro? Like, stop, G. You tore your whole Achilles. Now, granted, KD know more about basketball than what I know about basketball. So, this is just my personal opinion. But I even said last year, even before the season started, I thought that he should play like Dirk. Like, just look at what Dirk did when they won a ring. And I thought that KD could match that. Obviously, he may not be as big as Dirk, but I think he's more skilled than Dirk. I think he's a better shooter than Dirk. And he has all the same footwork, if not better footwork than what he has.
But I think a lot of man, because Dirk had that finesse, dog. Like, it was like an art to what Dirk did.
I think that KD can. I mean, I think that
he
KD
can do it. That's not one thing I don't think KD can't do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He can do it. I just don't think he cared to.
But also, I think that's why you see him getting hurt so much. It's too much movement. Like KD, I've seen KD fall on the floor more this year than I've ever seen him fall on the floor. Like, bro, you stop. Also, you 32 now. Like, stop, bro.
You 36.
Like, literally, the play he got hurt. Why are you driving all the way from the 3-point line? You should be in the mid-range area. You taller than it, and everybody guarding you. Give a man a shoot over him. He ain't one dribble pull up. Like, and I think that you still gonna average your 25, 26, and you playing with Kyrie, you playing with Harden. Now, granted, Harden wasn't there that day, but you still playing with Kyrie Irving. Let him handle the ball. Let him be the one who goes all over the court, doing everything, dribbling everywhere, and you pick your spots and do what you need to do from those spots. I think, like I said, I think a lot of the reason why he's seeing so many injuries this year is because of his play style. I think he's putting too much on his body after those injuries by still trying to play the exact same way he was playing before he got hurt.
I got to take, this might be unpopular, but I got to take that. I feel like if you're somebody who hates when players sits all the time, that you should root against the Brooklyn Nets. Because the Nets get away with murder and win the NBA championship after playing 7 games together. You won't see a lot more people.
You muted.
Yeah, Thomas, you muted.
I'm rooting against him so hard. I'm sorry. I muted it because I was typing. I'm serious.
What's your beef with the Nets, though?
It's nasty basketball, G. Go out there and play, bro.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you feel like if the Nets get away with murder and win the championship after only playing 7 games with their big three, the sit next year is gonna be egregious. Because now there's a blueprint for it that it works. So that to me, I just want to see him win. KD, my man. But yeah, if you're on that side, and by the way, I hate when players sit too. But if I was a coach, I probably would sit them too. So I kind of understand it, but it doesn't make the primetime matchups fun. I was hyped to watch Sixers Nets like a week ago. And everybody sit down. And now I got Embiid versus Kyrie. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. True. I definitely don't want to see that. Oh shit, we got Cam. This man, Cam always calling when he driving. Cam, what's good, bro?
On the road, man, hitting the Staples. What's good, fam?
Nothing much, man. We won't be there tonight, unfortunately. We both didn't get tested in time, but I think we both about to go ahead and get vaccinated. So we're
get the nose swab, man. Go get the nose swab.
Where you get them at? You got to let me know where you got the plug at.
The forum. Pull up in the forum. It takes 10 minutes.
All right, for sure.
It'll take longer to get there than actually get through the process.
Oh, for real? Dope. I'm gonna go do that. It take 10 minutes. They let you know right then?
No, they sent me a text within 20 hours, I think it was.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I'm gonna start doing that because we work close to the forum. Okay, fire. But yeah, because now they changed the protocols in the NBA for media where you have to either be vaccinated or you get COVID tested.
We vacky boys over here.
So
vacuum boys.
We vacuum boys.
Tell him, old boy.
We vacuum boys over here.
This dude, he's been on vacation though. He's been on vacation.
Yeah. I got. You know how many? Do you know how? Look, I get COVID tested a few times a month. G, relax.
But see, that's why I took it. I don't want to take tests everywhere I go.
I don't mind getting COVID tested. Test me. Let me know. Test me. I'd rather get tested because honestly, I got a homie who work in one of the leagues. And he said that even though he got the vaccine, they still make them get COVID tested every day.
Oh yeah, they wild. You know.
So like they just like, you know, it kind of is what it is. But Cam, the fans want us to talk about the Clippers. You're a Clippers reporter. Obviously, you're about to head to Staples for the Clippers versus Grizzlies game. What do you think about the Clippers?
I think they're coming together nicely, man. You guys know my line. They needed a point guard for the last couple of years. Rondo sets them up real well. Paul George I think they need to keep his foot. Don't do anything with his foot. Keep that surgery. Don't leave that foot alone because he's been balling. Since he's been complaining about this foot. 6 out of 7 games, he had 30 plus. Leave that shit alone.
Just let it hurt.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, but do you think they got it? Yeah. Do you think they got enough? I know you and Cleavon on the Voice of the Fan podcast, which is on HNB Media TV. Which, by the way, other podcasters out there, we're looking for some more pods to add to HNB Media TV. So hit us up, contact at HNBmedia.com. But Cam, I know you and Cleavon were arguing about the Clippers and if they have a leader and if Rajon Rondo is the leader of the Clippers. So what I want to know is, do you feel like they are good on that front now? Because 2 weeks ago, you seemed like you were very like, I'm cool.
Again, Chief, I've been saying they need a pass first point guard. I was so surprised that Paul George essentially just turned over the keys to Rondo after Rondo being in the locker room for an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. He was so quick to hear. He's a leader of this team. We're gonna listen to what he says. He's a 2-time champion. He knows what he's talking about, which he does. He does. That's true. I was just so surprised that he was so willingly to just pass the keys right over to Rondo. He did that. Rondo comes in, late, 4 minutes to go in the half, or 4 minutes to go in each quarter, and kind of shuts things down for him. He puts the guys at the same thing I've been saying for years now. I'm glad people actually get to see it in fruition. He gets the ball. Not only is he a table setter, he puts players in the right position, but he gets these guys the ball in shooting motion in their rotation. They don't have to work as hard. That's the thing that they that's the problem they've been having. They've been having to work too hard for the shots. So you ask it, I think that's it. They need to obviously get healthy. Obviously they need to get healthy, and they're full complement of players. Kawhi's not playing tonight because he has a foot issue. Paul George, I'm not worried about Paul George's toe no more. He's been putting in work. Leave that toe alone. Give him some tea and cookies in the morning. Whatever he's doing now, keep that shit going through the rest of the season. But I think they do have enough.
So get that man some crumpets.
Yeah, tea and crumpet, whatever he's doing. I think the acquisition of Boogie Cousins is another addition that kind of helps these guys. And I'm going to tell you this. So let me say this.
Go ahead, say it. That's what we're here for.
Over the last couple of weeks, I had a chance to talk to Monty Williams. I asked Monty Williams about Ty Lue and what this Ty Lue's impact on the team. I asked also Dwayne Casey the same thing about Ty Lue, his impact on the team. They both, in separate conversations, referred to, hey, a lot of people forget that Ty Lue's he's a championship coach. Not only is he a champion on the playing court, but he's a championship coach. So he knows what it takes to win. He's brought, and you guys, if you watch the games at all, you have to see that he's brought a sense of calmness. I personally looking for a sense of urgency out of the team. But in fact, Ty Lue's brought the reverse, a sense of calmness, a sense of poise. The team seems more relaxed playing under Ty Lue. I think that might be the added feature. I asked Ty Lue about both comments from both coaches, and he says, well, what I try to bring from my playing days into his coaching career is bring that sense of poise to the squad. And that's how the players are playing, with a sense of poise. And I think that might be the difference in the squad in comparison to last year. So I do think the Clippers, not only do they have enough players talent-wise, they got the point guard that they needed to ease the pressure off of Paul George, ease the pressure off of Kawhi Leonard, who we know is not a leader. He's just a great baller. And help these guys play good ball. The growth of Terrence Mann is huge for these guys. The continued growth of Ivica Zubac is fantastic for these guys. So I think they have enough. Again, everything is based on a clean bill of health. So.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Scott, how you feel about the Clippers with Rondo? Do you like the Clippers with Rondo?
I think he hit the nail on the head on all them points. I still think even last year, they kind of, they didn't meet expectations. I still feel like matchup wise, even last year they matched up well with the Lakers just because they can, throw bodies at LeBron. And I feel like AD, as dominant as he is, AD still kind of soft sometimes. I feel like AD can stop himself. But this year, the biggest problem to me before they got Rondo was Kawhi and Paul George had to do too much because they didn't have a point guard to take their job, make their job easier. Now they got Rondo. It makes the job so easy. So, as Cameron, as you were saying, like, they just gave the keys to Rondo. I feel like that was kind of like, okay, yeah, take this load off my back. You can take care of this. Now I can just do what I got to do, score my points.
Yeah, that's some interesting phrasing, my friend.
Oh, I probably didn't finish this what I said.
That's fine.
But so with Kawhi's not a leader. That's a good point. Kawhi just a hooper, and Kawhi just like, look, I play well. And Kawhi actually getting away. Well, he got to get out of jail free card because he is slander proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, Paul George being there takes all the pressure off Kawhi because all we see is PG not living up to potential. So now you bring Rondo, and as a Bulls fan, playoff Rondo is a real thing. If Rondo don't break that wrist, I believe we beat Boston 4 years ago. So the thing what he brings to this team is going to be something I don't even think we're going to fully understand till the playoffs come. And I just think that if healthy, they got a deep roster. They can D up, and I'm glad that Ty Lue is finally getting his credit as a coach. And I feel like this is everything setting up well for the Clippers, and you don't want anybody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But with the Lakers situation, with Jamal Murray going down for Denver, that path is getting clearer. So for me, it's the Clippers. Like, if it ain't this year, when it's going to be?
This year. Lakers going to repeat this year. I've been saying it all year. They got better. People argue me that they got worse, and I don't understand that. Is Marc Gasol not a better defender than JaVale McGee?
Stop it.
No. In 2021, probably not.
Not even remotely close. No.
Still is.
No, he's older.
G, they going to be going up against Zubac and Ibaka, G.
You had a better argument with
that's just off the bench. You still got Drummond and AD.
Andrew Drummond.
Andre Drum. You call that man Andrew? I'm crying.
Hey, let's talk to Pavi. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
You got that Nelly connection right now.
Jazz.
Go ahead, Pavi.
What's up with them Jazz? Are they still coming out the West?
I think the conference finals is going to be Jazz Clippers.
We talked about that earlier, Cam.
You still holding on
I think the look. I think the conference finals is going to be Jazz Clippers.
I missed it.
No, look,
Jazz play the Warriors. They lose the first round.
Look, I think the conference finals will be Jazz Clippers, and with the way the Clippers are looking, I will probably pick the Clippers so far with the addition of Rondo, which I mean, I heard you guys talking about it. Yes, I think he makes the game easier for Kawhi and PG, but what I've said the whole time is they're finally actually guarding people like the team that we thought they was gonna guard people like 2 years ago. Like they're finally top 10 in both. They have number one, the best offense in the league, low key. I don't know if anybody knows.
Which is an underrated.
Hey, they're 11th.
But
They're 11th.
No. I think now they're actually top 10. I think
they're 11th in defensive rating though. That's what some you was.
I think they're 10th now. I think they're top 10 now. Let me actually
I think they're 10th. I think I
think they're top 10 now.
Last night. Yeah.
I think they're let me actually look for sure.
As of last night, they were 11th.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. 11th. They are 11th in defense and second in offense. They were first in offense when I looked the other day, so I don't know who just jumped ahead of them. But regardless, though, the fact that they're go ahead. But the fact that they're that good, but they've
you were talking.
What's up?
This man can't have connection and going bonkers.
Yeah, you breaking up.
It's on you, Pat.
Yeah, but no, like they came.
Yeah,
I think they were
Pat,
24 earlier. No, that's you, bro. That's you, bro.
That's
you, Ken. I'm not put this on me. That's you.
That's how we know. That's how we know you're getting close to the Staples Center when your Wi-Fi start messing up.
But no. So like they have come up from that. I think they were 24th earlier. They were 17th and now they're 11th, and I think that they'll fluctuate between like probably 11th and 9th throughout the rest of the year. But they're finally actually guarding people the way that I thought they were going to guard people. And then when I asked both PG, when I asked Ty, the main thing Rondo brings to the team defensively is communication. And it makes sense when you think about the guys that they have on the roster. Like I don't think they have. I mean, Pat's vocal, but Pat isn't Rondo. Like I don't think Pat just. It's not to criticize his basketball intelligence, but I don't think he just like sits up late at night, 4 a.m. carving out everybody's like playbook. I just don't think that he does it. Like literally, the man Rondo was in LA for 2 days and called out a play on the Suns. I think you noticed it. He called out a play on the Suns. Like, how did you know that? He was like, "Oh, well, I saw him run it last night, so I just called it out."
Pat from out west, he definitely not looking at film. They don't look at film out west. That's why they only play defense. All South Side players can hoop better than out west. Out west, they look at film. Out west cats ain't looking at film.
But no. So like that's the thing that I think that he brings, and I think that's what they miss the most. Like so much of defense is communication. They're just telling somebody like, "Yo, be here. I'm right here. You be here," and just looking at stuff and being smart. And that's what I think is going to help the most. And that was my one caveat with this whole team. And because even though they were second in offense, I still didn't think the Clippers were actually the second or the best offensive team in the league. And even like last night, they shot went to hell, but you know what? Won them the game? Defense. They probably lose that game 3 months ago. If they weren't shooting well 3 weeks ago. If they weren't shooting well 3 weeks ago, it's over with. We cooked. So are they the best team in the West? I can't say for sure, but I will say they damn sure looking like it. And I'm with you. I think it's perfectly setting up for the Clippers. If you don't do it this year,
disagree.
I don't know how many more years you're going to get to do it.
Yeah, man.
Well, now can I talk? I think the Lakers are going to smack. I think the Lakers still have the potential to come through and smack everybody in the playoffs. I think they just going to ramp up. And I don't think LeBron need to ramp up. LeBron ready for the playoffs. It's like going into the bubble again for him. I think that they still better be highly worried about the Nuggets because last year they lost their series because they had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He was out rebounding them. He was passing, throwing the ball all over the place. He was scoring like hell. And even Doc Rivers, when I asked Doc Rivers, after that game, literally after they lost, I was like, well, you said that your guys were mentally weak in the first round. Do you think y'all were mentally weak this time? He's like, no, I think Jokic just killed us. And we got killed by Jokic. They still have no answer for Jokic. Who is the answer for Jokic? The Jazz, I think the only reason why I'm going to pick them over the Jazz is because I don't like the Jazz. And number two, because Donovan Mitchell got hurt. But if we're looking at any other team, the Suns, I think they can beat the Suns, but I really think they need to look out for the Lakers. I think they need to look out for the Nuggets. And I also think that it's going to be a team that is going to be a sleeper team like the Mavericks, who pushed them to the brink last year. If they randomly get matched up against the Mavericks, that series to me is going to be a pick 'em, because I saw them go out this year and lose by 50 against the Mavericks this year. I was there with my own two eyes. I don't give a goddamn. I watched the National Basketball Association team lose and be down by 50 by halftime. It was like watching a goddamn high school game.
It was game 3, G.
I don't care.
No, I remember he was hyped for that game. He was like, I didn't see Luka tonight.
Luka, my
Bro, I
son.
was so happy for that game, and they ruined it. So I look at Luka as being a guy that can, for 4 games, be the best player on the floor. And see, I don't know what they can do with that man.
You're not wrong about your Laker take. I would not be shocked if the Lakers are the champions for the reason. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the champion, when you're champion, what you do in the regular season don't matter, especially with a guy like LeBron. LeBron is here for the playoff time. And I think if there's anything I learned over this stretch without LeBron and AD is this Laker bench is better than I give him credit for.
Yeah.
For now, I told Pav they was gonna drop like 7 seed. And Pav was like,
they was gonna lose 30 straight games.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're not winning another game. Pav was like, nah, they'll still float. So I give them credit for that, and I feel like nobody's really talking about the Lakers, so I feel like that's gonna be like a little chip on their shoulder. But with all that being said, the West is like, it's gonna be a gauntlet this year. So I can't 100% say.
Also forgot about the Blazers.
I'm not, like I said, I'm done picking the Blazers.
Who I'm not picking them, but they get the Clippers a tough time a lot of the times.
5-game series.
We'll see.
Healthy Clippers 5-game series.
Yeah. We'll see. But that's it, man. We appreciate all of the fans. Shout out to all of y'all out there as always for watching Hoops and Brews. Also, Pavi, my question to you is, right, because I know that we've had these arguments about the Clippers, and I told you that I don't think that they have, and I do want to say this before we wrap it up, because we were arguing and I was talking to you about bench scoring. I still look at them, and I know they got the #1 offensive rating damn near in NBA history if they finish the season. But I'm looking at them, and I still look at the bench scoring. Who is their #1 scorer off the bench? And who is their #2 scorer off the bench? And is that going to be enough to win you a series versus a team like the Lakers or the Nuggets? That's my final question to both of y'all, actually.
I mean, probably Reggie Jackson, but like, I don't think that really matters because in theory, Kawhi and PG will always be on the court. I don't think in the playoffs you're ever gonna. If I would assume you would never see a rotation without Kawhi and PG on the court, so you'll always have your #1 scorer. And also, Reggie Jackson can do Lou Will things. Not like Lou Will was out there going out there giving you 40 points.
Lou Will was a liability a lot last year.
And also, it was like a smooth 17 points. Reggie can get you 7. Reggie. Luke Kennard, they have guys who can go out there and get you a 17 points randomly. But also, I don't think things like that. I don't think benches in the playoffs matter. As much as people think they matter in the playoffs.
Pav, you are speaking to the choir what I've been saying about.
Then how deep are they in?
Hold on, but look, Pav preached the choir what I've been saying about every sport that's not football. Depth is overrated, bro. If you have your star players, all that stuff don't really matter. And at the end of the game, remember last year when Luka had the game winner? That's gonna be Rondo guarding Luka. That's not gonna be.
Yeah, he gonna eat that man alive.
That switch not gonna happen though.
Yeah, that switch
not gonna happen. That switch not gonna happen, bro. That switch not gonna even happen.
Yeah, but also you gotta help. But also we forget Kristaps Porzingis was not healthy and barely played in that series.
That's
so what you mean?
Listen,
what you mean? KP gonna be out there.
Look, even when Kristaps is playing, he ain't that good.
Nah, you tweaking. I'm not rocking with that.
Kristaps ain't that good. That's why Knicks fans like we want to trade.
He's a #2. He a #2. He doing what a #2 supposed to
be to me.
What you mean? He averaging 20 and 9. G. What else he supposed to be doing?
Look, he's 7-3 shooting. He is 7-3 shooting less than 50% from the field.
Thank you.
That's nasty. That's nasty, G.
Yeah,
you big as hell, bro. You should be shooting at least 55, G.
Exactly, he only taking 16 shots a game, G.
That's even worse.
Right?
And what you mean? He been in and out of the He been in and out of the lineup. He been hurt.
He always hurt. That's one thing about Porzingis.
Yeah, so what? The playoffs don't, but the playoffs don't care about that. He gonna be healthy going into the playoffs because they baby stepping everybody going into the playoffs.
My thing,
you don't know that about Kawhi or PG either. So that's why the bench matters. Because if they don't play, and Terrence Mann got to be getting major minutes, or Reggie Jackson got to be getting major minutes, or Zubac got to get major minutes in the playoffs, it's gonna be problems.
All of this is health dependent.
Those three are not. They cannot be on the floor if they're gonna win a championship.
Yes, but all of that can't be on the floor is strong. Those just can't be the guys that you playing, like you said, 30 minutes a night. But again, all of this is health dependent. Like, if fucking Kawhi and PG not gonna be there, why we even have this conversation?
Yeah, exactly.
You talking about your two main stars. Yeah, which is my thing with the Lakers. If if AD and Bron not gonna be there, I don't even want to talk about them. Who the hell they beating? If they gonna be there, it's a whole different ball game. But I think that benches are overrated because, like, okay, let's say you do a whole bench rotation, right? It's 10 guys. Nobody's usually playing a rotation of 10 guys.
I don't need them to go 10, but who are those?
They can go 8, 9 deep.
Who are those 9?
Zoo, Serge, Pat, Rondo, Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, Reggie.
That's a championship rotation to you?
Yeah.
That's not better than the Lakers rotation last year. No.
How is it? It's
not better than the Lakers rotation this year.
It's about the same, G. It's about the same, G.
No, it's not.
So what's the Lakers rotation off the bench then?
What, this year or last year?
Yeah,
this year.
This year, their rotation off the bench is gonna be it'll wind up being Kuzma. Mm-hmm. You'll wind up having Mark Gasol. You'll wind up having I'm sorry, That's not food. What are you talking about? I mean, What Caruso and THT? Give me them over Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, and Reggie Jackson.
I love a Chicago.
You also
Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, and Reggie Jackson.
Serge
not gonna be coming off the bench, bro. Serge gonna be starting. Zoo gonna be coming off the bench. And Rondo gonna be coming off the bench.
That's a good ass. That's a good.
You gonna have Rondo, Zoo, and Reggie Jackson as your championship formula off the bench?
There's nothing wrong with that.
You trust
I'm gonna have Kawhi still.
Trez.
I'm gonna have G.
All right. Oh! Actually, I forgot. I lied. You got Trez. You got
pick and roll. Pick and roll.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Who running the pick and roll? Who gonna be the one running the pick and roll for the Clippers?
Zubac will be just fine.
Rondo and so will the Lakers. And so will the Lakers. The Lakers can match them at every single turn.
I didn't say they can't.
Single player.
Exactly.
Their bench is better than me. Trez alone is better than the whole Clippers bench other than Rondo.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
That's why
he's better than the whole Clippers bench other than Rondo.
That's why the Clippers.
They let him walk because they ain't want to pay him and they tweaked. They paid Luke Kennard. They tweaked.
Last year's playoffs.
They paid Luke Kennard $64 million. They tweaked.
Okay, I wouldn't have paid him that much either.
They tweaked.
I wouldn't have paid Trez.
Lying, tell me they ain't tweaked, Pappy. They tweaked.
They did, but that was more so
exactly.
a contract. Look, they did. That was basically a future-based contract more so.
I'm not. The future is now.
I now want Nets Clippers series. I know that's not what Thomas wants.
No. Don't get me wrong. I want to cover the NBA Finals. Okay. I want to see the Clippers make the NBA Finals. But I did last year, and it didn't happen. And they embarrassed me, and they embarrassed the whole year me sitting and picking them as a team to win. So they gotta show it to me in order for me to see it.
Like I said,
we went on game after game for happy hour, and it was embarrassing. After every turn, I was saying, "Yo, they gonna pull it out. They gonna win. They gonna pull it out. They gonna win." They didn't do it, so I'm not gonna pick them this year. They gotta show it to me.
Like I said at the beginning of this podcast, well, I do think they have the roster to do it. I'm not picking the Clippers either. I'm not picking the Clippers in any round, not the first round. Y'all not finna have my pick credibility out here anymore.
Exactly.
They're just not gonna do that to you anymore.
Exactly. But anyways, it's been Hoops and Brews. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy TPJ. As always, find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. Please drop a like if you are watching this video, as well as if you are listening to us in podcast form on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. Please drop a like, retweet it, reshare it. We appreciate all the support as always. If you're under the age of 21, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. Unless you're in Canada, then 18. Don't do it. It's wrong. Wait until it's your time. As always, this show co-stars Rap Extraordinaire, who has some very exciting news. He dropped an amazing project. Talk to the people, Pavi.
Yeah, Songs About Women is out right now. Make sure you guys go check that out. It's out on it's out on every streaming site that you could possibly want to go get it on. So go check that out. Find you whatever song you like. I hope that you enjoy it. And yeah, man, Songs About Women is out right now.
Yep, and as always, Brother Scott coming through to bring the chaos and bring the pain. Hey, you didn't say the N-word today. I'm proud of you.
I'm getting better.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Kyrie Irving will be very proud of you today.
I've been reading my Kyrie books. You know what I'm
Kyrie
saying?
will be very proud of you today.
Yeah.
Scott, talk to the people. Let them know where they can find you at.
Man, you know, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Barberchat Scott. Barberchat Network. You can follow us at Barberchat Net on Twitter. Man, we got a lot of stuff out right now. We just, you can check the new Summer Sessions OT, which I'm surprised hasn't got us kicked off Patreon yet. You can go check that out. We just dropped a new episode of Cinema with the Guys. We breaking down episode 5 of Falcon Winter Soldier. New Ball Don't Lie out right now. We're gonna have our second annual 79th and Hallis Zoom draft party next week. Look out for the news. Look out for the flyer we're going to drop for that. You can see our live reaction to whatever terrorism that Ryan Pace has afoot for next week. You can get our live reaction. So follow us at 79th and Hallis. We'll be covering the Bears again this season. So look out for that, man. As usual, shout out to y'all. I love coming on here debating football. I feel like Stephen A. today because I did 2 articles that you can check on Slick. That's going to be coming real soon. One on the Bulls and one on future rookie year for the White Sox. My man, you're me, Mercedes. So check that out. That's coming soon. So as usual, man, y'all know to get me.
Yes, sir. And fans, please make sure you go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/HNB. I actually just launched a new podcast on there. It's called TPJ's Takes. I'm just actually talking about whatever. I'm trying to get on that every single time I remember to do it. They last from 10 to however long. Talked about a bunch of random stuff. Doge Day sucked, by the way. It sucked. It sucked, but it's all good. So make sure you check that out. Also, we will be dropping because actually last week when the podcast got cut off early, me and Glasses wound up talking for 20 extra minutes. So I didn't want to upload a whole nother podcast. So from now on, we're just going to start having an extra discussion on our Patreon that'll go up, and it'll be an extended episode that'll go up on Patreon only. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/HNB for the after show of this. Scott, you're welcome to join us. We're going to talk about our top 10 players in the NBA. Okay. We're only do it for like 10 minutes, though. Our top 10 players in the NBA. Scott, what you have to say?
Patreon.com/Barberchat Network. I think we got like 75 subscribers right now.
Turn up.
I want to get that up to 100 by the summer.
We get up to 200.
Yeah, I know y'all think I'm full of crap. We've been saying this for 3 weeks. Cinema with the Guys Sopranos season 3 is coming this month. I promise you. And then once we finish Falcon Winter Soldier this week, me and my brother Flows are going to crack down season 3 of Sopranos Cinema with the Guys is coming. So look out for that. And we're going to be doing Summer Sessions OT, Summer Sessions in general in person again. The video is going to be Patreon exclusive. So subscribe. Patreon.com/Barberchat Network.
Yes, sir. So shout out to y'all fans. We'll see, or at least you'll hear us in the after show. It's been Hoops and Brews. Any final words, Pappy?
Go get songs about women.
All right, cool. Peace out.
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Yeah.